New at 6 o'clock, tens of millions of dollars have been paid to people wrongfully convicted because of the actions of the Chicago Police Department. Some of those officers are involved with multiple cases.
And one alderwoman's question during a recent city council meeting about their pensions got CBS 2 political reporter Chris Ty curious, so he is here now with what he's uncovered on this issue. Chris?
Jim and Marie, these are massive payouts to avoid litigation because of the wrongdoing of police officers decades ago. Not the stuff the city likes to talk about much, but in one recent settlement, details against officers were so inflammatory, the city viewed a $25 million settlement far better than going to trial.
The law department is recommending a settlement of $25 million.
The city's law department, its insurance company, and in the end, city council itself agreed a $25 million payout was better than going to trial in the case filed against the city and its police officers by Tyrone Hood and Wayne Washington, both wrongfully convicted in the 1993 murder of 19-year-old Chicago basketball standout Marshall Morgan Jr. The two say their 34 years behind bars were the result of Chicago police detectives fabricating evidence, forcing others to testify against them. Washington claims he was beaten into a confession.
The last time the city settled a Boudreaux case was in 2017. There were 4 companion cases, and we settled for a total of $30 million.
A Boudreaux case means a case where Detective Kenneth Boudreaux is named as an officer in the wrongful conviction. A detective members of city council recently had questions about.
Kenneth Boudreaux, how many cases have we paid settlement with his name being in? Do you know?
5.
5 so far? How many?
5 reverse conviction cases.
And how many more that we're looking that you know of that's on the books now?
Excluding these 2, there are 10 other reverse conviction cases pending against former Detective Boudreaux.
He's receiving a pension?
That's a question for the pension board. I can't answer that.
I don't know if he's receiving a
Can we
pension.
find out?
I'll find out for you through the chair.
It's been 6 weeks and she still doesn't have that answer, so CBS 2 filed a Freedom of Information Act request revealing the retired detective named in over a dozen wrongful conviction cases that have cost the city tens of millions of dollars does still get his pension. It'll pay him over $98,000 this year. It's paid him over $826,000 since 2014. While he didn't want to appear on camera for this story, we spoke with Boudreaux on the phone, who said of the city's legal counsel, she made factual misstatements to the city council about the number of cases he's involved with, though he didn't have a corrected figure. Over questions related to whether he's owed his pension. That's preposterous, he told me. As a matter of fact, it violates the law. I have never been convicted of a crime. And in the end, that is the threshold that matters. State law says the only way a pension like Boudreaux's is voided is if the person is convicted of any felony relating to his or her service as a police officer.
Just as we came on the air here at 6, Alderwoman Mitz, who first questioned about the pensions, responded to what we uncovered by saying, quote, "This hardly seems reasonable and equally important costs Chicago taxpayers an unfair and unacceptable amount of money," end quote. Boudreaux, for his part, says he has no say over how the city handles, defends, or pays out these settlements on these cases, and that every person behind bars on his cases are, quote, "trying to claim the same nonsense so he can get some money and get released as well." Those are in the words of Kenneth Boudreaux. Jim and Marie.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.